Hey everybody, welcome back to Game of Lettuce Tomato, and today we're going to do another video on Minecraft Dungeons. So basically what we're going to do today is kind of show off our in-game build and what weapons, what enchantments, what buffs that we like to use when running the game for some of the harder difficulty things. And afterwards we're going to kind of do a rough playthrough of the hardest difficulty.
Yeah, kind of showing off the build and how easy it is to cleave through everything.
Right.
So so we're planning on running, the Obsidian Pinnacle, which is the last level on the hardest difficulty, Apocalypse 6. And a little overview of the equipment I'm using. The main piece of gear is this axe here right here. So this Whirlwind Axe does the 2200 damage. The enchantments I have on it is Sharpness. Sharpness is good because it's just flat increased damage.
Right.
Swirling, which does the AoE damage. And because this Whirlwind Axe already does a spin attack, it doubles up on the spin attack. So you can attack everyone around you. And Weakening is just good because you're going to be attacking everything around you, so you're going to get surrounded by monsters a lot. And this Weakening decreases the damage they deal by 40%.
Right.
So that's why I chose these enchantments on it. The armor I'm using is the Wither armor, increases the health, and the main thing on it is it has 35% damage reduction and 3% lifesteal aura. And this 3% lifesteal aura is going to come in huge play, and you'll see it once we do the gameplay on why it is. The enchantments on it, protection, is just really good, 15% damage reduction. So this, along with that, is 50% damage reduction, and then 50% damage reduction on this armor, plus the weakness of them dealing 40% damage. It just stacks up on them dealing barely any damage to you.
And then on top of that, you have the 3% lifesteal aura. So
Yeah.
you're constantly gaining health.
Yeah.
And then they're doing less damage to you.
Yeah, it's all about mitigating how much damage they deal to you and how much and maximizing how much you can gain. And I have Chilling, which reduces their attack speed by 60%. So now they're dealing less damage to me and they're attacking a lot slower.
Right.
So it really reduces the amount of damage they deal to you. And then this one, Cowardice, it might not be the best enchantment, but I feel like it works in this build because when you have full health, you get 40% increase to range and melee damage. And because you have 3% lifesteal back, you're going to be at full health a good amount of time because you're dealing no damage, barely any damage to you, and you're dealing a lot of damage. And the bow, this one, it doesn't really matter what you put in the slot. I don't really use it that much. I just like this one because it shoots really fast.
Yeah.
And it's fun to use.
You do burn through arrows super quickly.
Yeah, exactly. But it has max ammo, so it's pretty good. And the artifacts I'm running is 2 mushrooms and 1 gong. The gong is mostly for whenever you have bosses. A gong and mushroom, you just rip through bosses.
Yeah.
And then you have these 2 mushrooms, which increases your attack speed and just makes you cleave a lot. So this is what the attack animation looks like. It's a little bit slow, but with the mushroom, it's a lot faster. And you can see the whirlwind and the AoE, the spin attack on it.
Right. Now see if you go in between, if you can get both of them with that.
You have to get perfectly between them.
But if they're all swarming you, then they'll be a lot closer. They'll be in that range.
And we're playing this on mouse and keyboard on PC, so you might hear a little bit of a clicking sound from my mouse and keyboard. I'll try to click softly so it doesn't disturb everyone too much. So let's run Obsidian Pinnacle and see how it is. So you can see my power level 105. This is the hardest difficulty on the hardest map, so hardest difficulty and hardest map, so you can see recommended level is only 97. We can't get any harder difficulty than this. So let's run this. We usually play this together, so this is my first time running a solo, so we'll see.
You got
how it
this.
is. But I think it's manageable.
Last time we ran it together, we kind of blew through the whole level. So I think one solo could be fine.
So you can see you just kill everything along the way.
Right. And see how his health is constantly staying full.
And like if it's not full, it's near full because you know the 3% leech gain. And you can see when cowardice is active, but on the top left of the screen. You know, whenever that little duck icon or chicken icon's up, that means I'm dealing 40% more damage.
I still remember the first time we ran this map, and we were a little bit unprepared.
Yeah, first time we ran this map, we couldn't even get past the first group of monsters, and we just died 4 times in a row.
Yeah. So we could definitely see the progression between that, and that was 2-player, and this, which is solo running around.
You gotta get these book readers. They make things harder to manage. So one thing does get this build is like if there's a group of monsters that shoot arrows a lot, there's just nothing really you can do about them shooting a bunch of arrows into you.
Right, because you're at range, so you're getting less.
So yeah, basic gameplay is you just rotate between the 2 mushrooms. And I don't really use the gong that much. I wait until there's a monster or like a boss, and then I just gong
and that's mostly because your weapon also does weaken. So.
Well, the weakening is dealing them damage, reduces their damage, doesn't reduce their defense.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I know popular builds out there like to run Radiance, you know, the AoE healing. But with this, you don't really need healing, you know. You can see like I use my health potion every once in a while whenever there's a group of a lot of arrow people. But other than that, nothing really deals enough damage to you that your lifesteal can't out heal.
Yeah, you're not really struggling, you know.
Yeah, again, the bow slot, you know, it's whatever you want to use. The bow slot is not really that important because I rarely use it. Okay, so here's a boss. So what you want to do whenever, like, you know, a boss comes up is you just run up to it, gong, and mushroom, and then you just hit it. And then it just dies.
Easy. Easy.
Exactly. And this is like, you know, the hardest. Oh, it's Enderman. Let's see where is he. Oh, I missed the gong. So it's gonna take a little bit longer than normal because I missed the gong. But you know, you can still see his life still chunks away.
That's what you call longer than normal.
Yeah, he oh, there he didn't want to show up for a second there.
He was afraid.
He knows what was coming for him.
Exactly.
Yeah, chilling and weakening is a really good combination because it reduces their attack speed, and then when they do attack you, they deal less damage. Oh, there's a group of elite monsters, or enchanted monsters they call in this game.
Elite.
We'll go up, we'll gong, and then they disappear. And if you're wondering where to get this axe from, it's a unique drop from Soggy Caves. If you want to know how to farm the Soggy Caves, please check out our other video on Soggy Cave farming.
We'll leave a link in the description.
Yeah, and you can just pick it up from there. It's It's a really quick farm. We timed it the other day. It took us 32 seconds to run to the end there. You know, I think it took more time to load the level and go in than actually farm the level.
Right.
And if you're wondering what this area is, there's a rune in here. We already got it, so
this you have to get after you beat the game.
Mm-hmm. We'll throw a TNT for that guy. Yeah, this axe just does a good amount of damage, especially with sharpness and cowardice stack up.
Oh
it's good.
Yeah, I definitely like this axe, but I don't know, for some reason I still like the bracers. Maybe that's just a personal preference.
Yeah, it is personal preference. I don't really like the bracers too much myself, you know. But yeah, it's all personal preference. Mm-hmm. My thing about the bracer is like, yes, it attacks fast, but you get locked into a combo of attacks.
That's true.
So like, it's not really attacking fast. You just have fast animation.
Right.
While this axe, this is attacking fast. You know, I can just hit once and then move, hit once and then move, hit once and then move. Yep. The bracers, you're locked in to doing that flurry of attacks before you can move.
Because it's doing less damage, but it's doing less damage per hit, but it's doing more hits.
Yeah.
So
which
you're gonna be sitting there for a second doing everything.
You know, there's ups and downs. You know, because you know, the bracers, because they attack fast, they have long combos. Mm-hmm. Stuff enchants like Shockwave and Whirlwind is not that good because it only activates at the end of combos.
Right.
While this has a 2-hit combo, so it activates relatively quick and faster. Hey, little boy, nice. But you know, the stuff that do go on bracers very well are like Gravity, because it activates every hit, and Radiance.
Everything in.
Yeah, and Radiance because like it's a percent chance per hit, not a combo.
Right.
So you know, it's up and down. It depends on what you need to do.
It just all depends on your playstyle. And then at the same time, at the end of the day, you want to play how you want to play. Mm-hmm. So just kind of make a build that will be comfortable for you. Mm-hmm. And whatever suits your playstyle and lets you have the most fun of playing this game.
Yeah. And my playstyle is, I don't really care what weapon it is as long as it's effective.
Right.
You know, I didn't like axes when I first got this, but then I used it. I was like, oh wow, this is really effective, so I've been using that since.
Right.
And you can see, like, literally nothing really stands in your way. You're just kind of walking through the whole level here.
Breezing through.
I'll use a gong every once in a while on non-enemies. One thing that could make this build a lot better is if you have armor that reduces cooldown on artifacts. Because then you can use mushrooms. Like, you have like higher, like 100% uptime on mushrooms, and like higher uptime on mushrooms. Yeah. I think this is the end of the level right here.
And another thing about choosing this over the bracers, since this does more damage per hit, when you get to those the monsters with the shields, they still knock you back even with the bracers. Mm. So like and then you're taking in more hits, whereas this 2 hits and they're done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, again, it's all personal preference. You know, if you like the faster hitting style, the bracers are the way to go. So here's the final boss. You know, I'll say that a couple times. Long hit, you can see his health kind of melt away.
Just like that.
You guys a real fight. So this laser still does a lot of damage to me, you know. Still. I got too greedy. I got too greedy with the. See, it's like technically almost dead.
Oh, I thought that was gonna throw you off.
It was literally 1 hit away from dead, and I got too greedy with the lasers. But, you know, if you're just playing by yourself, it's really easy. again, this is Apocalypse 6 on the last level. Really, that one's probably by far the hardest boss, and it's
in my opinion,
yeah, and it's easy. You just run through it. It's even easier if you have 2 players, and then you can just rotate gongs.
Oh yeah.
So you see that level, I did 3,700,000 damage. So 3,700,000 damage. Healing done 0. Even though
it doesn't count the self.
Yeah, the mobs defeated. We killed 80% of the monsters on this level. We literally just ran through the whole thing. All right, let's see what we get. Ghost Cloak.
Now see, that's a good artifact, because if you're trying to make a speed build, Ghost Cloak is one of the ways. It's pretty much the way to go. It helps you run straight through mobs.
Yeah. So another tip, if you're on PC, if you want to salvage a lot of gears really quickly, you could click this salvage and then click the space bar on the keyboard to salvage a second item. Just a little pro tip,
Now that's a pro tip I didn't even know.
Yeah, it's I got sick of salvaging everything really quickly.
So you usually play mouse and keyboard, whereas I usually do remote controller.
So to get this axe, you do this Soggy Cave, this level right here. Again, look for our Soggy Cave obsidian chest farming video, and you can see it. It's a unique double axe right here. It's one of the ones I can drop from this. So yeah, hopefully you liked this video on the endgame build I'm using. Again, we'll go through. You can see the enchantments I have and what weapon I have. Plus, it looks cool because this wither armor and the axe both have that purple scheme, so it fits.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
And the mushrooms, 2 death cap mushrooms and 1 gong. This gong 6.7 seconds is enough to kill any monster in the way.
Yeah, it really is.
And I didn't use the bow at all. You could run this without the bow if you want. I just like this because it just shoots a lot of arrows.
Right. It's just madness going on.
Again, thank you for tuning in to this episode. If you like what we do here, please like, comment, and subscribe.
And if you guys have any other ideas on what we should do next and whatever you want to see, just let us know. Let us know in the comments, and we'll pump that out to you.
Hopefully the mouse and keyboard clicking isn't too annoying. All right, stay tuned.
See you guys next time.